Can't you just be like not cryptic about it?
Got a way to shut that voice up.
Voice? We aren't hearing anything. Perhaps it's Mosaic attempting to communicate with you somehow.
How would it be able to do that? And why me?
Interesting. But that question can wait until later.
Well, we did come in contact with the the artifact at the beginning of the game! The artifact at the beginning of the game exploded, healed all my wounds and everything. So the reason how come I've been like super duper like badass and effective is one part because of my human skills and one part because of the fact that whatever awesome artifact thing was inside of that artifact thingy, it's now me. The prisoner was a prisoner of the artifact, and now he's a prisoner of my body. Wow, sucks for him. But William Carter, I am William Carter, and yeah. Increases weapon damage against enemies without shields. Well, I don't need that. Enemies are having shields. The fuck are these? Okay, just random hologram walls. Whatever. I have no idea what the purpose of these rooms are. And I hope I never have to find out. Let's get the hell out of here. And the body dies. What? Achievement spoilers.
What does that mean? What do you want with me?
It is not you that we require. It is the demon that controls you.
I'm not a demon.
Start making sense.
The demon has been hunting on your world for ages, waiting, planning for the day it would reveal itself.
The case. At Groom Range. What was in the case?
With our arrival, it has awakened and chosen its prisoner. You. Reveal yourself, demon.
No!
Reveal yourself and be ours.
You.
I once was as you are, the prisoner of a demon. I rejected the beast and forced it to serve me, to serve my people, as I led them to a new world.
No, pal. You led them to my world.
Oh shit, no!
What's your status?
Demon. I don't understand.
Carter, the Vin brace, did it work? Have you captured Origin?
Origin's not important anymore.
Not important? What are you talking about, Carter?
Let him burn. He's not what we thought. Something else is powering Mosaic. I'm grabbing that.
Capture Ethereal. Capture the creature powering Mosaic. The human world is no longer yours. Ah, fuck you. You took too long to say anything. Who are you gonna call? William Carter.
Run! My arm! It feels like it's gonna tear itself off!
The prisoner. Capture the prisoner.
Barnes, now!
Roger. Got a lock on your location.
Uh-oh. Looks like Origin escaped. Ah, shit. Operation Crack in the World was carried out by the field team with uncommon valor. Information discovered on-site changed the parameters of the mission, resulting in the capture of an unknown entity instead of enemy High Commander Origin, the declared target. The unknown entity was discovered to be the power source for the Mosaic communication network and has been returned to the lab for study. The detonation of the prototype ordnance resulted in the apparent destruction of the facility, and as such, Origin is presumed dead. Yeah, presumed doesn't stand for much, but I guess that's how come there's still a couple of levels for me to obtain. Because we're not done yet. Wow. Well, let's see how well things go for us as we discover what this ethereal is.
Origin is dead.
Probably not.
To say this victory comes at the expense of massive
Sacrifice would be an understatement.
Strain is too much for him.
Hold on, Will. We're almost there.
But to say the war has been won would be a lie.
The dimensional gates have been closed.
All of them. Our enemy is confused, destabilized.
But he is still among us.
You all know what to do. Press the advantage. Defeat the remaining enemy forces. Reclaim our Earth.
This is our moment, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not waste it.
Could I have just, like, I don't know, taken the fucking backpack off?
Good to see you awake, Carter. We were beginning to worry.
I'm not finished yet, Doc.
Good. Director Faulke's been after me about your status. He needs you in the field. This war's not over yet.
Damn, man. Alright. The improvements to the Avengers fuel system should provide an additional 3% power output as well as 5% fuel efficiency. The savings on Elerium have freed up a substantial amount of material for other research. Cool. And now I've got a bunch of... Oh, wait, no, those were level 5s. Never mind. I thought that was going to be the last mission ever, so I didn't really send anybody to level up.
Feeling like yourself again?
Something like that. Any idea what happened back there?
After you captured this creature, something went wrong. To be frank, I'm not sure what.
What is that thing?
So what is it? We aren't about to fight a whole new alien race, are we?
We're still researching everything the Outsiders knew about it, but I gather it's unique, so I think we're safe from another war.
And it was powering Mosaic?
Yes. Now that you've removed it and blown Origin to pieces, their Mosaic communications appear to be little more than echoes.
So what are we gonna use this thing for?
I'm working on that part. Still, amazing creature, isn't it, Carter? Just look at it.
Yeah, I don't like the part where it was inside of me.
Got any theories on why I blacked out? This creature to blame for it?
Theories? Oh, I'm bursting with theories, Agent Carter. Let me share the one foremost in my mind.
Just give me the short version if you don't mind.
It's possible this creature, the ethereal, is the first thing that's ever pushed the Venbrace to its limits.
So whatever it is, it's much more complex than anything we've faced before.
The entire core of Mosaic was dedicated simply to containing and harnessing this creature's power. I haven't seen anything else in the Outsider technology that rivals it.
Wonder where they came up with that then.
Indeed. It raises new questions about their Mosaic network.
Well, what do we know about it?
I'm more concerned with how we can use it than how it looks.
Yes, of course. Clearly this entity played a vital role in the enemy's power structure.
Right. So what do you know about it so far?
Near as I can tell, it's a being composed of energy, entirely lacking a solid physical form.
How is that even possible?
I've no idea. It's nothing like any Earth creature, or like any outsider we've encountered so far. The Outsiders were calling it an ethereal. It hasn't yet told me what it calls itself.
You're able to communicate with it?
No, nothing yet. But all creatures communicate. I just have to figure out this one's methods.
Oh, is it unconscious or what? If this thing could power up an entire fucking network of the Outsiders and they could barely contain it, I don't know how we have it just floating around a tank and how that's safe.
Now that we've got the Outsiders on the ropes, what do you think we should do with them after they've surrendered?
That's an unexpectedly hopeful attitude, William. Since we can't be sure they will surrender, we may simply end up with tens of thousands of corpses.
But if we don't?
Well, who can say, really? If they're all truly free from Mosaic's influence, perhaps some can be integrated into society. I do look forward to finding out.
It would be cool if we could all just like work alongside each other and expand across the galaxy without blowing up all the other people in the galaxy.
All right, Doc, I gotta go. I'm not done fighting this war.
Certainly. And we've got no shortage of new questions to contemplate.
Well, you let me know when you got some answers.
Okay. It's just like English class. One big climax and then the falling action. Hi. What is this? What is this? Is it something cool? You won't let me test it, so I'm guessing no. Nope, nothing. Alright, I'm gonna go talk to the prisoner. Hey, his guard's gone. What the fuck? We have a muton? Whoa. Say what? Hey! Stop that. Maybe you need to reinforce that glass a little bit. If smashing things into it apparently breaks it, yeah, no, that's not a really safe glass. Just saying. Hey there, infiltrator.
You live.
And Origin is dead.
Then my kind are free. And yet, still doomed.
Maybe we can help.
Now that they aren't being controlled by Origin, maybe you can get them to surrender. If that happens, we can help them.
You would allow us to coexist on your world?
I can't promise anything. People won't forgive or forget anytime soon, but surrendering would be a good first step.
Without a promise of a new home, we cannot risk surrender. We are at an impasse.
That's a damn shame.
But if there is anything I can do to reach an agreement, I will try.
How will this change the Outsiders?
Origin is dead. Mosaic is shut down and the gates to your world are closed. Why haven't your people surrendered yet?
No, Mosaic is not destroyed. You may have destroyed its source, crippled it, but the echoes remain. Even disconnected, I can feel them.
Crippled or not, your people have no leadership or reinforcements. What can we do to get them to surrender?
Hundreds of your years spent chasing a single desperate goal cannot be erased instantly. Mosaic leaves its scars on the mind, and we will not stop fighting until we have a new world to call home.
If they won't stop fighting, neither will we.
Then there is no solution.
Could just coexist. You know, you can call the place home. And we can call it home. And then we can use your technology that terraforms to terraform other fucking planets. Just saying.
How will destroying the Mosaic network affect our people who have been infected? The Sleepwalkers.
Mosaic will no longer command them. You can take comfort in that. But I cannot offer you a cure.
Well, that's unfortunate. If you had a cure, it might be easier for my people to accept a surrender.
And I would make such an offer. But we never concerned ourselves with creating a cure. Why would we?
Well, look where you fucking got yourselves now. Oh, we're a highly advanced alien species, but we're all just super massive assholes. Fuck everybody.
You've been cooperative for the most part. So what do we do with you?
I have never decided my own fate. It was always determined by others. Origin, Axis, a legion of commanders.
Would you be willing to help us see a peaceful end to the war?
If a home can be found for my people, then I will do what I can.
You're a good man. Wait, what's your actual name?
My kind do not have names. We are referred to merely by position. I am a Thrasofair, or Hidden Watcher in your language.
Help us end the war peacefully, and you'll all be free to choose your own names.
Didn't we already cover that before? We already covered that you don't have a name, and that you should come up with your own name, and I'd gladly call you that.
You sit tight. We might need your help if the war doesn't end soon.
I fear it will not.
Ugh. Aliens from space. For some reason, they have some real strong penchants about just not letting things go. Hello, Dresner.
Had a chance to examine the new specimen?
Nein, leave it to the others. I am too busy reviewing the Avengers' thrust output.
But aren't you the slightest bit interested?
Nein, I have had quite enough of these new creatures. And I have no interest in keeping them in cages.
Dude, the fucking thing is made of pure fucking energy. It's made of pure energy! Okay? It's ascended! It's an ascended creature! Dude! That doesn't pique your interest, but the fucking, like, thing that... Dude, that thing could probably, like, fly across the galaxy in, like, a fucking instant or something if it wanted to. That's how fucking badass it probably is. If it isn't, you know... Unless it's not that interesting.
It's a whole new type of life form.
See?
And it was attached to some sort of machinery?
Yes. Until Carter pulled it out.
Wish we had a dozen agents like him.
Me too. Maybe the war would be over already. Have 100 of them. I can train some people if you want.
Heard you brought us a new visitor, Carter.
Yeah. It's made of pure energy. Don't touch it. You'll probably die. It'll probably try and kill us all anyways. No, maybe it won't. Let's not get a little bit ahead of ourselves.
We won't be stuck down here for much longer, huh?
Stuck? Ever since Faulke lifted the lockdown, we could go topside when we needed to.
Yeah, but that's not the same as actually going home, you know?
I guess. Oh, now you want to talk, Cholsky.
Dutiful as always, Chelsky.
You heard the director. There'll be time to relax when the war is over.
For once, I agree with the old man.
I'm sure that's a sign of the end of the world, Agent Carter.
How are the civilians?
How's the campaign of misinformation going these days?
Sufficiently well.
What's that mean?
Well, so far I've had to cover up the destruction of a university, a town, and the biggest tourist trap in Colorado, to say nothing of all the captured sleepwalkers I've had to falsify records for. So the fact that you haven't yet seen any of that on national TV is good enough for me.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You wouldn't be here if you weren't the best of the best.
Thank you, sir.
Now that they've lost Mosaic, how are the outsiders responding?
Mixed results, as you'd expect. Some have gone berserk, some have gone catatonic.
Have any surrendered?
There have been a few across the country. To be on the safe side, we're shipping them all off to Alcatraz.
Alcatraz? Just send them here! Alcatraz is the shitty prison for humans! You're gonna send aliens there instead?
Everyone else thinks the war's all but over. What do you think?
I think I'll stay until we're certain of it.
Okay, let's get back to work.
I'll let you get back to your duties then.
Until the director says it's all over, I'll be here.
Wait, what about Weaver? We have recordings and Faulke's over there. Hey, Weaver.
Will, glad to see you back on your feet.
Yeah, well, I feel like I stuck my finger in a wall socket.
Just be glad you survived. It's more than we can say for some.
I almost stuck my finger in a wall socket. Those things are really tiny, so if anyone can actually succeed in that shit, they'd have to be a kid.
Like De Silva, and Nils,
And my brother. And so many others.
But it's over. We can make it. And that's only because of the sacrifices of everyone we've lost.
I know. But that won't bring them back.
Yeah, well, that's a shame. What happened in there?
I'm still trying to figure out what happened at the end.
The whole complex was centered on that thing. Weir says they called it an ethereal. When you captured it, their systems started losing power.
Yeah, now it's in the lab, where the eggheads can poke at it all day.
Whatever it is, it was connected to their Mosaic network, just like Origin was.
When we were there, Origin said I was carrying a demon.
When you first came here, Faulke said you were the best agent he'd ever seen, but you had your demons. Maybe Origin knew you better than you thought.
Can't exactly go back and ask for clarification, can we? Not after setting off that bomb.
Well worth the price, if you ask me.
Yeah, Origin's gonna be alive. I mean, it's obvious. The thing that we saw a ship escape. Somehow he escaped, even though a bomb went off. I guess we were being followed. I don't know, that last part was kind of weird. It was just kind of like, very suddenly, we're fighting, and then all of a sudden, we confront Origin, and then suddenly we're like, yeah, instead of capturing Origin, we're gonna capture the ethereal thing instead. Eh, whatever.
How long was I out? Are we seeing any results from the field yet?
It's only been a day and a half, but the early results look good.
I should damn well hope so.
Troops are in disarray and retreating from some engagements. We haven't even seen a UFO report in a few hours.
That's a good start.
Most importantly, the gates are all closed. The enemy's cut off in our world, and we outnumber them.
What do you know? We might just pull through after all.
Yeah, what happens if they just reopen the gates from the other side? Did we ever think about that? Is there a way to... Whoops. Didn't think about how we could actually completely disable the gates permanently. Ah, well, they're in a state of disarray.
Assuming we can finish off the stragglers, what do you see happening afterwards?
For us? Paperwork. Do you have any idea how many sleepwalkers we're going to have to account for? Hundreds. Thousands, possibly.
Disappearances and false obituaries are simple. We did them all the time at the CIA. The hard part will be figuring out what to do with the outsiders who surrender.
Do you think they'll want anything to do with us after we've practically made them extinct?
We can expect some of them to defect. They were invading because their homeworld was dying. They won't want to go back.
We couldn't send them back anyway. The gates are all closed.
Dr. Dresner might have some interesting ideas.
I get the feeling that the war may have been the easy part.
Huh. Yeah, just fighting off hundreds to thousands of aliens, that was the easy part.
We're in the home stretch, Angie. Won't be long now.
Sure hope so. But even after that, nothing's going to be the same.
Hey, at least we could get, like, really badass technology, and we throw that awesome human spin on it.
And that's what was telling them to attack. So what happens if they surrender, now that Mosaic's gone?
You see how many people they killed? I don't care if they surrender.
But they aren't morally at fault. You'd just be adding a genocide on top of everything else.
I don't think any of the survivors are gonna complain.
Yeah, no, that's a really bad idea. Did you forget about World War II? I mean, we didn't kill the Germans, because that'd be wrong. That's a genocide. God, people.
It's just, well, we wanted to let the director know how much we appreciated his leadership this whole time. Actually, we grew it. We thought his office would be a little friendlier with a plant.
They're gonna give him a little plant. That's cute. Hold up, Faulke. I gotta listen to this recording.
How long since they went into the gate? At least 45. Wait, I'm getting a transmission. They're alive? What are they saying? It's... Yes! Mission successful. All accounted for and returning. They did it! They really did it! Hangar crew, prepare for returning Avenger. Medical staff, too. They have non-critical wounded. And some sort of captive, it sounds like. Well, to your stations, everyone. Yeah! I can't believe they did it! Never doubted them. But if you ever tell Carter, I'll deny it to the death. Secret safe with me. So, got any plans for after the war? Still too soon to plan anything like that. Maybe, but I know you, Chelsky. You're the one who always has a plan. Well, nah, it's too crazy. Hey, we just survived an alien attack. It's a crazy time. It's just... I heard my old town is rebuilding, and they're gonna need a new mayor to coordinate things. You're gonna run for mayor? You don't have to laugh. No, I think you'd be great at it, Chelsky. You, want any help? Maybe. Let's end this war first.
Oh, newcomer! Trying to get in with that Chelsky action, I see. Okay.